Alright, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We are in Salt Lake City today at our home garage. It just doesn't look like a home garage. These are the default garages that you would see in American Truck Simulator, but instead we have a mod running here. This will work at any garage that you own, any default SCS garage that you own. This is compliments of Jab Modshop. He's been working on it, been talking about it on his Facebook for probably about a month and a half, hinting at it. He said that there was a few things that he wanted to get to beyond this, but they are coming in the future. This is a free mod, by the way, and let me give you a quick rundown, because this is what's happening today. We're going to do a quick look at all the options that you have here at these custom home garages in SCS. And the second thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a drive in a featured truck. I have not taken it into the shop yet to do a complete review on it. I've only had it for about 4 or 5 days, but I think it's pretty special, and I don't think a lot of people are talking about it. Maybe not a lot of people even know about it. So we're going to take a quick drive. Again, no detailed specs on everything to do with the yard and a demonstration for how to set it up. If you need me to, I will do a video on how to get you set up with this custom garage from Jab Modshop. And I'm not going too much into detail with the truck, although I can if you want me to take it into the shop, do a complete review to see all the different nodes inside and outside, because the truck is also payware. I am more than happy to do that. I just need you guys to let me know at the bottom in the comments. But yeah, two things. Let's take a look at some of the details real quick with Jab Modshop, and then we'll go on a drive with our new featured truck. Let's do it. Okay, so here is what we see from the get-go. It is the exact same square footage size lot that you would normally have with the default garage, and you can even see it has the same type of opening from the street. But what you get here are a lot of different customizations. You can see that I have a couple of different signs here. This sign, which is kind of covering it, that sign can be customized. I haven't done it. This sign can be customized. I have not done it. This sign, I have. Freebeard Transport. So there are 3 signs that you can customize. You can also, in addition to having the main mod that you put in, you can also insert different spawn rates. I have mine set to medium, I believe. They come in low, medium, medium low, medium high, I believe. There's like 4 different levels, and it is recommended that you put it into a lower spawn rate if you do have a struggling machine, something that will keep the frame rates up. So I have mine on medium right now. The other things that you can do is you can, if we go into the shop itself here on the side, you can customize the building paint. I have mine set to green. I forget what it is. It's an emerald green, I think it is. There's 2 different types of greens. You can also set the trim paint around the building. You can do the doors. You can do the roof. And you can do the fences. I've left my fences in that same emerald green. I did my doors black. The roof is gray just by default. So you can customize all those things to best match, in addition to those 3 signs that I showed you. And the rest just really comes down to what you have in here. Now, something that we would like to see, and what he would have liked to have done by default, is in the future you will be able to choose the types of truck that's in here. So if you want a Peterbilt, if you want a Kenworth, if you want to go old school or have the more modern trucks, you will be able to customize that, from my understanding anyway. You will also in the future be able to skin these trucks. What you are able to do currently is pick the trailers, and I have mine set to step deck / flatbed, and because of that, even though you can actually customize a skin for your trailers, there's no skin on a flatbed or a step deck, so I completely ignored that. So I have mine set up step deck and flatbed, got my fence paint, got my shop paint, the doors, the trim, the roof, the signs, all of these things. And in addition, you can do all of the same things that you would normally be able to do. There, that box on the left, or if you have cones, if you have another mod, or just the green glowing thing. On the left is where you'll buy, on the right is where you'll have fuel, and back here in these parking spots is where you can sleep. No spot to repair, but that is not modeled within the default home garages, so... But it's a pretty cool mod to be able to customize it to your own liking, and he built it kind of because it was designed more like a real yard is, not where you just have your bays inside and this narrow, pathway in the back that's always hard to pull out of, and your gas over in the corner. This is built more like an actual yard that's meant to hold a bunch of stuff, and like I said, you can change the spawn rate, all the different capacity in here to match whatever your computer's performance is. Pretty neat mod by Jab Modshop, and again, completely free. I will have two links down below. One is a link to download this, and the other is a link to his PayPal. I threw him a couple bucks because I really appreciate it. If you can afford it, that'd be awesome, because he's bringing out so many of these mods, and it's good to be able to give a few bucks if you have it. That's what keeps people doing these, putting these out for free. So that is your custom home garage, and we will see updates to the trucks that you can put in them and skinning for the trucks in the future. Now on to part 2, where we're going to focus on the truck. In the toward the end of last episode, I did mention that I was going to bring a brand new truck to the channel. It has been around for a little bit. It's just new to me, but it's first time featured on here, and it is the T800 by Moiza Mods. It is a payware, and it looks pretty much like a T800. It looks like some of the T800s that you see from other companies. Even there's a free one on the Steam Workshop as well, but it's the inside that really gets me. It's the reason why I got this, because it has a unique interior, and if you've watched any of my videos, I love to drive on the inside. I'm not out shooting around and flying 360 around the truck, because then I crash. That's what happens. So I like to have like my good, when you get in your truck, that's your office, that you want to have a good view. You want it to look nice and have it be unique, not something that's just tweaked on the outside and then default vanilla SCS truck on the inside, which unfortunately is what I see in a lot of T800s. This one is a little bit different. Let's check it out. So, with some of the work on the dash, the size of the gauges, and I believe they are modeling it's a 1999 Kenworth T800, so it's a little bit older than some of the ones where we see they just pretty much look like the same SCS, like the Kenworth W900, but this one looks unique. It even hints a little bit at the Freightliner Hater Shaker from Atreyu in some of the features on the dash and some of the knobs. So it's really cool. You can customize the flooring, customize the shifter, customize the dash, the gauges, colors on the sides, on the roof back here. I kept it kind of plain, to be honest. And there's a lot of customizations on the outside too, but they believe they have like 5 or 6 different steering wheels that come with it, in addition to, if you have the steering wheel DLC or any other third-party add-ons or mods. So that's kind of what she looks like, and let's go ahead and do a quick drive. Again, we are in Salt Lake City, and let me go ahead and pick up a job, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so we have our load. We weren't able to pick up anything at this time in Salt Lake City, so we hopped on over to Montrose, Colorado, and for the Aspen, it has some pretty unique cargo that goes with it. This one happens to be 57,000 pounds, shot just a tad over 57,000 pounds, large reservoir tank, and we are headed to the Newmont in Farmington. So this is always fun trying to get out of here, so how would we best plan for that? I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to pull up over there, right in front of me, back in on the left, and then exit right out of there, if all goes to plan. Alright, so we do still have our lights on. Let's get our 4-ways on. Bring down the windows. Brakes are off, and let's roll. 57,000 pounds should be okay. It's not incredibly heavy, but 475 horsepower. It's not exactly the easiest. We won't be flying down the road, but I don't think we'll get stuck anywhere. So let's bring it off to the left. I want to try to back it back over there. We're coming back, so let's hit the horn. Just need to make sure we don't run into that stuff over there. And we're already going back there, so I think we're going to be good. Wait till we clear this fence here a little bit. I don't want to run into that barrier back there on the right. It looks like we are clear. Alright. We can get a better view of this cargo as we're headed out. For a second anyway, otherwise we're going to crash in just a second. Let me pull out of here a little bit and then we'll get a better look at it when it's not hidden behind all this. Maybe I'll give it a run now. Ah, she looks good there. Love the T800. Really happy that I found this one from Moiza Modding, or Moiza Mods. Inside gives it a good look to match the outside. I don't know how many times I've actually been to this Newmont here in Montrose. It's a pretty cool deal. I assume we're going here off to the left. I'm gonna get these windows up. Got the engine. I have it on like about 70%, which is what I usually do. Why isn't that? Okay. So that window is not going up. I don't know if that's something messed up. Let me go check that out. Okay, I got it figured out. The window does go up. It's not a problem on the truck itself. It just so happens that what I had allocated to it, I had a switch on one of my devices, is broken. It's not working, so I've had to assign it to another button or switch, which kind of bums me out. But, you know, I've been thinking on and off because I'm really just trying to multi-purpose some of the hardware that I already had before dropping like $400 or $500 on a really good button box. But it's getting harder and harder to justify not doing that. So maybe that is going to be something in the future, in the more near future. So without really taking her into the shop and showing you tons of stuff, obviously a unique look here on the inside of the cab. Nice, big, bright gauges, easy to see. Visibility is really good. Of course, you've got that classic Kenworth cutout on the door so you can see all the mirrors. Visibility is not an issue. The truck comes with a GPS. You can put that CB radio in a couple different positions. You can put it up top, or you can have it down here below, and a couple different, I think there's 3 or 4 different options. The other options are really where the actual mic sits and attaches. But yeah, you can customize the gauge trim, customize the color of the dash, bunch of different sides of the, like colors and stuff like that. I believe you can do the seat too. Yeah, I believe you can customize the seat. The floor, the shifter. You have quite a few, but you also have that nice feel of it's basically a 99. It's basically a 99 version of the T800 when they had this older style, so pretty cool. I believe it even has a what is that gauge in there? It's like a digital, so you get a clock. Oh, it shows you what gear you're in. So I'm looking at, there's a very big number that you see, a 6, on the dashboard right under where the Jake brake buttons would be. So it shows the time, and it also shows what gear I'm in. And you can have that, I believe, digital or not digital. Brain's not firing on all cylinders today. You know what I'm talking about. Let's check the Jake in this C13 by Steel Productions. I've been doing a lot of Steel Productions, and I do like, for the most part, there's a couple that aren't really my cup of tea, just like any company really, or just any modder, but so many are unique, and I'm trying to get through them and actually show them in videos. That way I can have enough time. It give me at least 2 or 3 days to work on these and really test them out to see how many I really want to use. I like the C11. I like the C13. Very much like the QSK19, which is kind of like the little cousin to the Cummins 600, which is a classic, but not really many of those to be had out there, other than I think Creechbaum's got one in his engine pack. Either that or it came with a default with a truck. It's nothing that I ended up installing and using. Got a little bit of a wait. We're starting out uphill. Wow. I'm gonna have to go back to 5th. Yeah, see that little gauge down there in the center console is working. I'm going up to 6th. If I hit it, it'll change to 6. There it is. Alright, we got Longhorn Sheet. Crossing the road. At least I don't feel too bad, because the speed that they want me to go at is actually my maximum speed right now. We can leave it here in 6th. Get a little bit of momentum. Missed it, so we're back to 7, or back to 6. That's alright. We got a 20-mile-an-hour curve around here anyway. We'll just say that we're following the rules of the road. Love driving in Colorado still. Even though Texas is out, even though Oklahoma's out, Colorado, it's always one that I end up going back to. They want us down at 15 for this, huh? Nice view. Now we can punch it back up to 25, which we can actually do. Wow, so we're doing a lot of mountain driving today. I need to kind of get in the clear a little bit before I can really pop outside on the outside, otherwise I'm gonna definitely put her in the gorge, which would actually kind of be funny. But, you know, we're trying to stay alive. Keep it realistic. Plenty of clearance on that right side. Actually going a little fast here. Yeah, this is just a nice slow drive. I don't know about nice, it's a slow drive, but beautiful scenery. Whoa, that was close. Really not a great third-person driver. Third-person view driver. Oh, looks like we got another hairpin coming up. Hope there's no one coming the other way. Oh, we're definitely going to swipe the trailer on that one. Just trying to get these views. So what do you think of the inside of this? This is really the pull for me on this Moiza T800. Just going to keep it here even though we're pegged, because 700, I'm going to be running only about 1300 RPMs if I make that shift. So we'll just keep it here. But yeah, the interior, I'm really liking it. Lots of options. Like I said, if you guys want me to take it into the shop and do a whole review and build video, then I can definitely do that. Just let me know in the comments below. But we don't need to do a build review for everything. I just did that with the John Ruta 362, and I got kind of mixed comments with it. A lot of people who were looking to get it for the first time really liked the video. For those who were just looking at an update, most of the stuff they said they already knew. They probably could have got most of their information in like 10 minutes, even though the whole video was like 22 minutes. So I'm trying not to do too many where I'm just stuck in the shop all the time, because that gets a little bit boring. Switch it up a little bit, and I'll show you what we have on the actual drive. And if we didn't have all mountain roads, we definitely have a lot more exterior shots. A couple different bumpers that come with this. They all are in the same shape though. They're basically just a form of paint versus chrome, and one with paint and chrome, and then different elements to it, but same shape on all of them. You get a few different grills with it. You can customize the tank, customize some of the lighting on the side. I have it pretty basic right now. I'm going to pay attention to what we're doing here. Going 15 over the speed limit. That's probably a little bit better. Get it into 7th as we're going down these hills. But yeah, the exterior is fine, and it does have some good options for it, for sure. Lighting on the roof, exhaust, all that kind of stuff that you would normally have. The trailer cables, the back bumper, lots of good options on it. It's not sparse at all. But the inside is what sells it for me. It's just unique, it's different, it's not one of those T800s that just has the default SCS interior. Makes it interesting, makes it stand out, makes it, you know, that's really what I like when I'm getting a new truck is, and I'm investing in it, is, you know, can you give me a different look? Can you give me a different feel than what I already have, while still keeping it pretty true? And usually the best way to do that is to just change the year of it, create like a middle, something in the middle, or a late model or a new model, and that'll change up the look completely. And that's kind of like what Hatreo did with the Hater Shaker, the Freightliner, and it kind of has, you know, an older feel to it. And that was a way to get something different, make it look a little bit different, but still being completely true to the look of the truck itself. So we're just doing some mountain roads here. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, and I will see you guys in a bit. We're just pulling up into Farmington now. Got about 15 minutes left on the drive. But we got some straight roads. You can look a little bit more at the truck and the trailer, even though we're cutting that guy off. I'm just really liking the look of this T800 inside and out. I definitely think that you guys should give it a shot. It's pretty reasonably priced. I believe I paid $25 for it. But with all the options on the inside and the, you know, custom look to it, I've been trying to pull the trigger on a T800 for a while, and pretty much the only ones that I've been driving is the free one off the Steam Workshop, which due to some mod conflict that I can't figure out, I have no interior sounds. So the ignition, the blinkers, the four-ways, the wipers, nothing like that actually works on it, and I can't figure out what the conflict is, so I don't drive it. The other one that I do drive... Oh, we were trying to drive in 6th. The other one that I will drive every now and then is the... it's actually the Pinga W900. And it has a variation to have a T800, but from what I've seen, unless there's something that I have to update, like I have to download a new version, it still shows that it's incompatible for me on 1.48. And that could be complete user error. Maybe I haven't downloaded the last version of it, but I just always kind of see it there as non-compliant. I kind of forget about it. This one I actually enjoy driving, and I will go back to it because I really like the design of the T800. Put a unique look on the inside of it, and you're good to go. I do need some ideas though, guys, for the next video. Do you want to see a deeper look into this T800? Do you want me to go through what it's like to install everything for Jab Modshop's custom garage that we showed earlier in this episode? Do you want me to do something completely different? Give me some ideas in the comments below so I know what to prepare for you guys. Probably put out the next one on Wednesday or Thursday of this coming week. So usually do about 2 a week. So Wednesday and Sunday, or Thursday and Sunday, just depending on how much free time I have during the week. This is kind of a side thing for me. I do have a full-time gig, so scheduling any more than twice a week is on a consistent basis is a little bit tough for me. Some weeks getting that second video out is a little rough too, but I'm still driving. It just takes a little bit more time to plan the videos, where I'm going, make sure I've got all the info set up to tell you on the drive. If I have to do any custom jobs through Truckee or anything like that, so I make sure I get very specific locations to show off certain things and carry certain cargo. That's all these little things that go into the planning, and they take up a little bit of time, not to mention the editing process. So we do have to get over. Oh, the guy actually, well, he looked like he slowed down for a second there.
Keep left. After 50 yards, turn left.
So we're pulling into the Newmont here.
After 50 yards, turn
We're not pulling in here. We'll go to the main gate, I guess. No, just right in here. Let's go ahead and get these four-ways on. I'll get the windows down so we can kind of take a wider stab at it. Especially for the length and width of the trailer. Should have plenty of room to clear now. Yep. Got around it. Let me just pull it a little bit further over here on the right side so we can get her in line. That should work pretty good. Pull it back. Oh, darn near perfect. There she is. I like it. Get all that off. Parking brake. Windows up. Parking lights only. Shut her down. And there she is. Welcome to Farmington, the Newmont in Farmington, where we were taking this 57,000 pound large reservoir tank on the Aspen 60-ton highboy from 850 Modding. Moiza Mods T800 ran a 475 horsepower Cat C13 and a 10-speed Eaton Fuller on it. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the truck, about the trailer, or about Jab Modshop's custom home garage. I will be leaving the links to everything down below. If you like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can see all my videos, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.